Hello, my friends in rhythm. My name is Trevor Meyer. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Warrior Beat. And in this video, I'm going to teach you a djembe groove based around the watermelon. And if you've taken our facilitator training intensive, you'll know that that watermelon is a 16th note. And that's part of the fruit salad methodology of counting that Sergeant First Class retired Mike Reyes, our director of education, developed. And so just a quick refresher, you remember we have our grape, which is a quarter note. Grape, 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 grape. Followed by the mango, which is an 8th note. Mango, 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 mango. And then you double the mango and you get the watermelon, which is a 16th note. And it sounds like this. Watermelon, 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 watermelon. And so for the djembe groove I'm about to teach you, there's a couple of things that we want to keep in mind. So first off, the groove sounds like this. Watermelon, watermelon. Good. So let me break that down for you. So it's a series of 2 watermelons. So it's watermelon, watermelon. And the first series of watermelons, what I'm doing, and when I'm explaining things, remember too, I'm right-handed, so my dominant hand is my right hand. And when we're playing these grooves, we want to alternate hands, left, right, left, right. But again, to get that groove, it's not so much how hard I was playing the drum, but it's the different tones that I'm evoking from my djembe. So if you'll recall, in our facilitators training intensive, we talked about the variety of tones that we can get out of our hand drum. So in that groove, I'm using a bass tone. So remember the bass tone, open, that nice fatty part of our palm going into the center of the drum. Get that nice, warm, big bass tone going. So that's our bass tone. And this groove also uses open tones, which are just... We use a mute tone in this one. This is which we make contact with the drum, and then our hand stays down on the drum head. So it's gets that percussive thump to it. And then we have our muted slap. So that's where our non-dominant hand is staying down on the drum head, and then we're making that nice slap sound. And I'm just using my 4 fingers, again, on the bearing edge of the drum where the head folds over the side there, just about an inch in on the head there, to get that nice slap sound. And so then we combined all those together, and we get watermelon, 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 watermelon. Good. So what we're going to do is we're going to start slow. We're going to play this together. We're going to start slow, and we're going to speed it up as it starts to sink in our little memory bank. A couple of things I do want to point out, though, before we get started is, one, when I'm playing the groove, you'll notice my hands are actually going backward and forward, so we always want to keep that economy of form in mind when we're playing a groove. So after I make a stroke, my hand is going into position to make the second stroke. So I'm going from my bass tone, and I'm moving to working my way out towards the outside of the drum to get into that slap tone, and then I work my way back in. So our hands are constantly shifting across the drum head, one, evoking those different tones, but also getting our hands set up to make the next strike the most efficient way possible. And when we keep that economy of form in mind, it's also much easier to stay in tempo. If our hands are way out of position, it's taking extra energy and extra time, to get to that next stroke. So we want to keep things nice and tight and efficient across the drum head. And I'm playing everything basically at the same dynamic. The different tones I'm getting, again, are from my hand placement across the head of the drum. And so I'm going to break it down. We're going to play the first series, the first watermelon in the groove first. Then I'll show you the second. Then we'll put them together. So the first series is bass, open, open, mute. Bass, open, open, mute. Watermelon. 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 Good. Watermelon. Watermelon. Excellent. And now the second watermelon in the groove series is going to start with a slap. Watermelon. So it's slap, open, open, open. And again, my right hand is now shifted forward in place to make the downbeat bass stroke of the next watermelon. So again, that second part of the groove is slap, open, open, open. Slap, open, 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 open. Slap, open, open, open. Good. So now let's put it together. We're going to start again nice and slow and work our way up to a faster groove. So here we go. Watermelon, 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 watermelon. Bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap. Good. Bass, slap, and watermelon, 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 watermelon. Bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, and feel that groove. And watermelon, 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 watermelon. Bass, slap, bass, slap. Watermelon, 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 watermelon. Bass, slap, bass, slap. Let's speed it up. Watermelon, watermelon. There you go. Watermelon, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap. And watermelon, watermelon, melon, watermelon. Bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap. Nice. Watermelon, 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 melon, watermelon, watermelon. Let it sink in. Good. And watermelon, 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 watermelon. Bass, slap, slice, slap a little faster. Getting groovy now. Good job. So watermelon, 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 watermelon. Bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap. Good job. And watermelon, 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 watermelon. Bass, slap, bass, slap, bass, slap, bass. Faster. Oh, there we go. Watermelon, 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 watermelon. Bass, slap, bass, bass, slap, bass. Keep it going. Watermelon, 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 watermelon. Just feel that groove. And 1, 2, 3, and stop. All right, great job. Hey, if you're playing at that last tempo, you're ready to join Santana's band. So good job with that. That was a nice tempo. You could feel. We started slow, really make that mind-muscle connection, and then we sped it up. And I'm sure you're all sitting there dancing along, which is great. A couple of tips when you're practicing. I love to set a metronome, and I'm always going to recommend that. It's a free app. It's called Pro Metronome on Android, iTunes, all the different devices that exist these days. But have a metronome handy, and if you don't have a smartphone or you don't want to use an app on your smartphone, you can go to Amazon.com and just type in metronome. You can get little battery-powered metronomes for about $15. But what you want to do is set a metronome, which is going to count the grape for you, and it'll keep a nice time for you. But you want to practice against that metronome. That's going to really help you build a solid sense of timekeeping, which is really important. And then again, when you're practicing, start slow and then work it up to a medium pace. And then you want to work it up to the point where you're just about to stumble over over your hands. Hold it there as long as you can, and then slowly bring it back to a slower tempo as well. That's going to help you build the coordination, the hand and muscle strength to play it faster tempos for longer periods of time. Just kind of makes sense that way. So, but great job, everybody. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube page, please hit that subscribe button. It does go a long way to helping us, and we have all kinds of great videos on our YouTube page, especially geared towards our facilitators who have taken our facilitators training intensive and want to reinforce, the knowledge and the training that you got during the program. So again, thanks for spending this time with me. Keep your rhythm, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video.